and sit down.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and I'm gonna go over Raw this week. Was in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, before we get into the show, do need to address the elephant in the room that happened from this show. Liv Morgan was scheduled to have a match against Kairi Sane. However, Liv wound up taking a fall the wrong way. Her shoulder got hurt and they had to call for the match right then and there. And yeah, Liv got injured. They said that she wound up getting she dislocated her shoulder. Nothing else yet on how bad it is. Excuse me, or if she's going to need extensive time off or anything like that. I'm hoping for the best, but you know, it's as cliche as it sounds, I'm hoping for the best on this. I really am, because I never want to see anyone that's a good talent get hurt. You know, that's, you know, I don't know how else to describe it. It sucks when people get hurt like that. But either way, before we get into the show, now that we've gone over that, we got to go over the other stuff. We got to get our normal shilling out because we got to pay them funny little gimmicks called bills. Want to remind everyone, we are WWE Shop affiliates. So what that means is, if you want to make a purchase for any type of WWE merchandise, all you gotta do, go into the description tab, click the link, or if you're watching the video, see that QR code right there on screen? Scan that QR code, yeah, click it, right? Scan that QR code, and it'll take you to WWE Shop. And when you're there, you make whatever purchase you want, whether it's something really, really big, or something really, really small, whatever items your heart desires. And, you know, we here at the Vicious Studios receive a small, nominal commission for said purchase. And in turn, it helps us improve the show for you guys. So, now that we've gone over that, do want to remind everyone else also, if you want some Vicious Rants apparel like the tank I am wearing right here, and whew, let me tell you, with the way the weather's been, these tanks have been coming in handy. Go to whatamanover.net, go into the Vicious Rants store, make purchase for an item. We got t-shirts, we got tanks, we got women's tees, we got long sleeves if you're that kind of psycho that can wear a long sleeve in 90-degree weather. We also got toddler tees and baby onesies as well. They're a perfect gift for somebody you love, somebody you hate, or if you want to get a shirt, that way you can go and donate it and then hold on to that special shirt that is yours and yours alone, that you have a sentimental attachment to. I don't blame you. I have done that. By all means, make a purchase for a Vicious Ranch shirt, donate it, and hold on to your special shirt. With that said, now, let's switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind. And, excuse me, the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. It started out with John Cena coming out, very smug, very heelish. I have played you all like a fiddle. Now you see, I am a genius. I use the numbers to my advantage. I am 1,000 steps ahead of everyone. I knew I could go into the Royal Rumble and get a title shot. I calculated, even if I did not win the Rumble, I could then use my name and my stance in the office to guarantee a shot in the Elimination Chamber. I knew when I was in the Elimination Chamber, Seth Rollins and CM Punk would implode on each other. And they did. I knew that Cody Rhodes would be so caught up with having such a monumental match, and that he wouldn't look and see my bigger plan. I knew Cody Rhodes would be so caught up with the final boss, I would be the last thought in his mind. I knew I could lull Randy Orton into a false sense of security in a match in his hometown and beat him 1, 2, 3. I played you all like fools. Just like I played CM Punk. I played to his pride, and I'm making him have to face me in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. Then out comes Cody Rhodes. John, and keep in mind I'm paraphrasing all of this, mind you. John, I give you credit. You're a genius. You played us all. It's true, I was so caught up with Rock, I didn't give you a second thought. You know, you lulled Randy into us. You lulled Randy in, played him. You're doing it with Punk now. Okay, that's all great. Here's one thing though that you did not factor in. This past Saturday, I kicked your ass and I made you count the lights as I pinned you in the middle of this ring. Now, I don't know when, but I'm telling you right now, John, I'm coming for that title, and your ass is mine. Then out came Randy Orton. Randy looked, was like, John, you want to say you played me like a fool? Well, here's the thing. I had you. I was this close to kicking your head clean off your shoulders halfway into the arena that night when we went against each other. And the only thing that stopped me from doing that was Ron Killings. And Cody, listen, I love you, brother. I love you like a brother. But if you get in my way while I'm going after him and number 15, it's nothing personal. And Cody just has a look like, okay, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. And then out came L.A. Knight. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, let me talk to you. He came out addressing, John, you say you're a genius, but here's the thing. You got everyone all around playing, but you didn't count on one thing. One thing. That's the megastar, whose name everybody's saying, and it is L.A. Knight. Yeah. And John, I'm going to break this down to you. When I win King of the Ring and I come for you, you ain't going to just be a genius. You're just going to be a balding bitch. Because, yes, Cena is getting a big giant balding spot in the back of his head. Yeah. I don't have to worry about that, though. But either way. After that, Cena's just like, nah, fuck this. Shrugs his shoulders and then literally shrugs his shoulders and walks out. It's like, no, I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time. No, goodbye. Bye. And as he's leaving, next thing you know, boom! Ron Killings comes out, sneak attacks Cena, beats the living tar out of him, and then they get the pull apart. Later on in the show, when Cena and Punk have a confrontation to build up for their match at Night of Champions, after they're done, Ron Killings, boom, does it again, beats the crap out of Cena and locks him in the STFU. Excuse me. Afterwards, you see Nick Aldis talking to Ron in the back. Ron, truth, what's going on, man? What do we got to do to get you to stop with this? Why are you doing this? You know why I'm doing it. What do we got to do to get you to stop this? You know what I need. Give me a match with Cena next week. Alright, done. After that, you're done. After that, no more of this. Got it? Got it. So, this coming Friday, as of the day of this recording, it's going to be Ron Killings versus John Cena on SmackDown. So, the other highlights from SmackDown was the King of the Ring qualifier match for the men. Randy by God Orton, L.A. Knight, yeah, against the Devil's Own, Aleister Black, against himself, Carmelo Hayes. I thought this was a good match. It was nice. If you can go back and watch it, I would definitely recommend it. Randy wound up getting the win, 1, 2, 3. So, next matchup, that was the big highlight, was a Queen of the Ring qualifier match, which was Piper Niven, Michin, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill. And Jade wound up getting the win, and man, it was pretty impressive because she wound up doing the Jaded onto Piper Niven. And yeah, that's all I got to say on that. We also had a tag match, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Hail Sabin! Sorry, old habits. Going against the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy. This was a nice, fast-paced tag match. The Wyatts wound up getting the win, and I said this before when they debuted, and I still stand adamantly by this. Personally, I do not think the Wyatt Six should be chasing after titles anytime soon. I think their main goals should be, and this is just me, just shooting out my 2 cents and my opinion on it. What do I know? I don't work creative. I don't know what they have planned 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 months down the road. What I think, though, is I think the Wyatts should be that team that goes, fights a team, screws with their head something fierce and makes it like they were like they were Alice in Wonderland on an LSD trip, and then come back and make them either be the absolute worst kind of villains that those people can be, or make them the absolute worst kind of villains they could be, or make them the absolute best of the best kind of hero they can be. That's my personal opinion now. That don't mean squat though. Compare in the bigger picture, because I don't work for TKO, I don't work for WWE, they ain't paying my bills. Either way, we also had the other men's King of the Ring qualifying match. It was Cody Russell Reynolds III going against Andrade, going against Shinsuke Nakamura, going against Damian Priest, and good match. Cody Rhodes wound up getting the win, hitting a crossroads onto Nakamura. And yeah, so Cody is going to wind up facing the winner of the last men's qualifying match that we get tonight. We're going to get that tonight. Going over this match, I should say. Bleh. Sorry folks, slipping up. I'm only running on 3 cups of coffee and like 2 cans of energy drinks at the moment, so I'm a little caffeine deprived. But either way, with that said, that was all the big highlights from SmackDown. So let's get into this week's show. Raw in Green Bay. It starts out with Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio, and going over this part after explaining that Liv got hurt. Yeah, but Liv came out, she hyped up on why she took out Nikki Bella the week prior when Nikki was there doing an appearance. And, I'm going to say this about Nikki real quick. I know, yes, she's there, she's going to be doing a couple appearances here and there. Not a surprise. Here's the thing, and I'm not saying this in a negative way or in a positive way, just as I see it, just what I see in front of me. That's it, nothing else, plain and simple. She's got them funny little gimmicks, cold bills, no different than the rest of us. And after her divorce got put out publicly and that she has to pay alimony and child support, yes, it makes sense. She's going to go and do some spots in WWE to get a paycheck. I mean, let's all think for a minute. How many times have we all made jokes about Ric Flair coming out of retirement to pay an ex-wife alimony? Seriously? I mean, come on now. Heaven forbid. That's it. That's it, plain and simple. Yeah. She got bills, she got them funny little gimmicks called bills, no different than the rest of us. So, back to the selector at hand now. Liv, she says she took her out, and what drove her nuts, something fierce, was on how Io wound up going and saying, "You paved the way for all of us." No, Io, honey, Nikki Bella did not pave the way for me. I paved my own way for me. Then out came Io, saying that she didn't like the way Liv's talking. She needs to shut up, or she's gonna wind up getting shut up. Liv winds up looking at her saying, "Listen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm still wanting my world championship back. So you got two options. You can either give it to me now, or you can give it to me later after I beat you, and at that point you're gonna get really hurt. So which would you prefer?" Io then just says to her, "Really? Okay, take it." Tosses her the title, and then boom! Roundhouse kicks her in the side of the head. And then does it to Dom when he doubles down to go and check on her. And then Io winds up getting the title back, standing tall and proud and all that. So with that said, now let's get into the first match of the night. Women's Queen of the Ring qualifier match. Stephanie Vaquer going against Raquel Rodriguez, going against Ivy Nile, going against the returning Asuka. Heart pills. Yeah, I needed my heart pills for this. Steph, Asuka, same ring, same time. Twitch, 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 twitch. Like, I swear my cardiologist has to love me, because it's like every few weeks I have to call him and just say, "Yeah, can you do me a favor? I need another refill." Thank you. Yeah. Click. Yeah, that's on how it pretty much goes. Anyways, really great to see Asuka back. Oh my God, I have missed seeing her in the ring. 18 months with a knee injury. It felt like a freaking eternity. But really nice start, and they had at one point where Steph and Asuka had a stare down with each other, and a small little moment where they went at each other, and it excuse me, good God, I am sorry. But either way, where they went at each other, and it was just like, oh, that's gonna be money right there. I count on that. That is money. That is money. Yeah, I am so looking forward to that one-on-one match. Really good match. Steph wound up leading the pace for the first part of it, and then Asuka wound up leading the pace for the other part of it. It was a great match. Asuka wound up getting the win when Raquel wound up hitting a Tahana Bomb. I believe it was on not Ivy. And as she's doing that, she's going for the pin. 1, 2. Next thing you know, Rhea Ripley comes out of nowhere, pulls Raquel out, beats her up, throws a couple shots at her, slams her against a ring post and the table, and then scoops her up, drops her with a riptide, throws her back into the ring, and then Asuka hits her with a running hip attack against the rope, and cue the meme. It should have been me. It should have been me. Either way, Asuka got the win doing that on Raquel for the 1, 2, 3. And so Asuka advances in the Queen of the Ring tournament. I am all for Asuka not just as an empress, but as the queen as well. Go for it. Next up, we had JD McDonagh going against Uncle Alan AJ Styles, who really, and this right here, I will say, really good solid graps right here, really good wrestling right here. And I don't know why, but ever since, it seems like ever since JD had that lung issue where he punctured his lung, it just, I don't know, like he just kind of shines in a whole different light now where it's, damn, like, damn, this dude can go, wow. Like, it's, I don't know how else to describe it other than that, but yeah, it was a good match. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was wrestling. And AJ wound up getting the win, doing a Styles Clash, and post-match though, it was Finn came out, Finn and Dom was ringside, but Finn and Dom, and then JD, they circled 3 parts of the ring, and AJ, while holding Dom's title, it's like, alright, you guys want me? And as they slid in the ring, AJ, whoop, I'm out, toodles. Gets over, goes, walks out with Dom's Intercontinental Championship, and then once he's in the back, Nick Aldis sees him because Nick is taking over for Scrap Daddy Pierce because he's on vacay at the moment. And yes, he is on vacation, and that is official. And Nick, he looks at AJ, I'm going to need that Intercontinental Championship back. Okay, there you go. So he gives him that. Next up was supposed to be the match I told you where Liv got hurt. Unfortunately, like I said, she took a bad fall, wound up dislocating her shoulder. No idea on the extent of the injury. Could just need a couple weeks rehab, or heaven forbid, could need possible surgery. I'm hoping for just a couple weeks of rehab. But moving forward now to the main event of the night. Jey Uso, going against Rusev, going against Jimmy Sheamus himself, against Big Bronson Reed in the King of the Ring qualifying match. And this right here was big meaty men with big meaty chests bumping meat. All four men were all big meaty men. All 4 meaty men were all bumping meats and being all big and burly, bumping them big old meaty chests against each other. I really hope I did that Big E joke proud. Yeah, this is a damn good match. This was like Demolition Derby this was like all kaijus. Like you had Godzilla, Kong, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla all smashing into each other in like a Demolition Derby kind of mayhem. Like, whoa. Wow. Excuse me. Now, at one point, Bronson Reed came out to go and run interference. Or Braun Breaker, I should say, came out to go and help Reed. And then as he's doing that, then Penta came out, stopped Breaker. And then after that, LA Knight came out to go and put a halt on Reed because, well, they're still mad at... Because, well, Knight still has some issues with the fact that Reed wound up messing him up on his King of the Ring match. Or not his King of the Ring, with his match at Money in the Bank, I should say. I'm sorry. But messed him up with that. Stopped Reed from going up to do a tsunami. Jay wound up taking down Reed and then hit the Uso splash for the 1, 2, 3. Yay! Got the win. After that, Seth Rollins came down wearing his suit with a big giant necklace on top of the suit. That's freaking game right there. Came out, did that, took his jacket off, yanked his tie off, gave it to Heyman, rolled up his sleeves, looked like he was about ready to go and stomp Jay's head into the ground. Next thing you know, you hear Cody's music. Cody runs down, runs interference, steps in between like, whoa, 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 whoa. You want to get to my boy, you want to get the Oos, you got to get through me first. Seth just looking. To the point he's like literally shaking, angry. And then just, not worth it. This ain't worth it now. Nah. I will get you, but I will get you on my time. Not yours, mine. So then after that, then Cody looks over at Jay. You good, man? Yeah. You gonna be good to go when we have to go at each other? Yeah, I'll be good, man. Alright. It ain't gonna be nothing personal, man. You know? And I don't know about anyone else, but I'm always kind of cool when they have friends go and wrestle each other like that. Like when you know they're open, when the wrestlers are openly friends with each other, like Shawn and Hunter, or Terry Funk and Mick Foley. Because here's the gospel truth, folks. Nobody hits harder than your friend. You're going to have great matches with your friends because not only do you trust them, you know what kind of shit you guys can do together with each other. So, yeah. So, with that said, that is it for this week's show, folks. So, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes on YouTube when you get the chance. Listen to us on audio, give us a follow, leave a 5-star review on Spotify if you feel we deserve it. Help spread the word on the audio platform. Thank you to contributor to the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Thank you. Also, folks, excuse me, like I always tell you, make sure you, like I've been telling you, you look for me on any kind of social media platform. Tim Vicious, 99% chance that is me. Thank you to everyone that watches, likes, and shares the show. Do not forget to follow these cats right on Twitter. DSB_IV, main event _net, the main event wrestling network. Sergeant Curry Pants, 3 Count Thursday, D Dryer 1986. And folks, like I always tell you, if you love me, great. And if you hate me, well, shut up and sit down. Fuck yous.